Have you ever wondered how photographers capture the movement of flowing water, light trails, or even star trails? It's a technique called long exposure photography. As the name suggests, you're exposing your camera's sensor longer than you usually would. How do you take a long exposure shot though? Well, the first step is to set your camera's mode to manual. Then set your shutter speed to 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or even longer. Then you'll want to choose the aperture depending on the time of day. Typically, you'll want to use a higher aperture during the daytime and a lower aperture during dusk or nighttime. If you are shooting during the daytime though, I highly recommend utilizing an ND filter. This will allow you much more flexibility in setting the aperture and shutter speed you want to utilize. Then be sure to set your ISO low to 100 or below. Also be sure to use a tripod to avoid any camera shake. When doing long exposure photography, you'll want to play around with the aperture and shutter speeds. Try different variations of both. This will help you dial in the settings to get the shot you're looking for. The most important tip for long exposure photography is to ensure you have a great composition. This will ensure your long exposure shot has the biggest impact. If you have any questions or even additional tips for long exposure photography, let me know in the comments.